This, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Moon. He finds Taylor. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
He's coming. He's got to go. We got double up. Double up. Zoom, zoom. 95 is Mike. What? 95. 95 is the set.
Moon to throw. It's complete to Fuller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds his target, Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus. Back, back, back.
They'll try the left side. It's Simpson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Switch, switch, switch. No. 53, Mike. Let him know. Let him know. 53 to Mike. 53.
On 4th down, Moon is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll start here with Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Warner. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Ready up.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. A play fake. Now Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Warner to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Moon, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Moon. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here comes Fuller. Gets past one man. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, number 53, Mike 54. Watch the run. Hey. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Moon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Simpson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Allen. 7 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Let's go. 50, plant. 50, take 3. 218, chop. 2.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's put that deep.
Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll try the left side. Simpson. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20.
Now Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Warner from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Moon. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Out, 6 minutes.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Warner. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Now Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down throw. Warner caught by Allen. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
24 is the mic. Ricky. 24 is the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
Play action. It's Moon. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but now it'll be 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. He's letting this one. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. Let's go, D. We gotta step it up. 24 is the mic. Ain't no such thing as a left.
From the gun, here's Moon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Let's get in there. Check 52.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
To throw, Moon. He'll rifle this one deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 40. Five-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set. Protein spell. 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 6-6, pull it high. Now.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Eagles first down.
Down. 70, Indy.
All day, defense, all day.
Defense.
On 1st down, it's Allen, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Allen. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ready. 80 weapon. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready, set. Recon, 132 fighter. Get that quarterback here.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That throw by Young incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Go. You. Hey, check.
Here's Young to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. They'll get this out wide to Taylor, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. We ain't giving up nothing today. Kill.
Again, it's Young. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. What? Check.
Young on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
24 is the mic. Cover. What? Watch twist. Watch the turn
On second down, Young again. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Get in the way. 24 is the mic.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Third and long for Young. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's hustle.
Check safety, check safety. Check 99, check 99. 25, check 25. 49, check 49, check 49.
Young throwing on fourth down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point